But while she's cleaning his pee puddle, why don't we try to chat with her? Praise Jesus, and welcome back to another Sims episode. As you can see, Steven's looking a little bit different. And actually, as you can see down here, if he'll wake up... Oh, how are you feeling? Oh, look at those question marks. Steven does not remember who he is. He has serious amnesia from the trauma that he experienced in the last episode. As you can see, he doesn't even remember his skills. Oh, excuse me. We don't need that today. But he doesn't remember his skills. He doesn't remember his name. He doesn't remember his family. He doesn't remember what happened to him, though he does have a fear of fire, which he can't quite explain. But it is there. And because he's forgotten everything, he's also changed his entire personality. He used to be a little kind of book nerd little guy, but now he's a music lover, dance machine, and erratic. He will be our bard generation. So the bard generation is supposed to have music lover, dance machine, and party animal, but I do not have the pack that party animal comes in, so I gave him erratic because of the trauma that he has been through. So I shall explain what's happening in this generation as he goes about his business, talking to himself. Basically, for this generation, I'm going to go with the musical side of the bard one because there's two options that you can choose from. I'm going to go with the vocals one. So we have to get level 5 of the comedy and dancing skill, and we have to reach level 10 of both piano and guitar, and we have to create our own tavern at some point. So that is the main goals with him. I have other main goals as well that I want to do. I'm looking for collectibles, by the way. Oh, there's one. Oh, goodness. With each generation, because it's a D&D inspired whole thing, I want each generation to have a party that they are with. So it's going to be like a group of friends, and we'll put them in a club that they are fully friends with everyone in that club. So that is our main goals for this generation. Right now, Steven doesn't really know what he's doing right now because he's kind of just wandering around. Oh, here's him making a snow angel. He has no idea what's going on or where he is, and I don't think he cares either. He's just living his life. He's like, ooh, pretty snow, without a care in the world. I'm just gonna have him keep drawing stars in the snow. Oh, he likes singing. You weren't even singing. But yeah, do like singing. Singing actually isn't in the skills we need to learn, but I think it makes sense if we did. Just keep drawing stars. He has no idea what's going on. He has not even the vaguest recollection of what happened last night. He's just drawing some stars in the snow. Oh, but it seems as if there's a building over there. So maybe he'll wander in that direction. It's a tiny little tavern. And it's not our tavern, but it is a little tavern. Oh, he's coming in here immediately and turning on the flames. Oh, here comes one of the workers for the bar. Fizzo Pale Dreamer. Oh, and here's the main bar lady. Why don't you talk to the here's the lady standing at the bar. He's gonna chat with her like, hey, rats. I like rats. Do you like rats? Oh, and now she's leaving. Oh, she's slacking on the job. Can you believe that? She's like, yeah, sure, rats. I love a good rat. Why not? Why not rats? Rambling on about nonsense. Hello, sir. Have you ever, made snow stars? Oh, and he really needs to use the restroom. And so he's gonna ask her, where's the restroom? And guess where the restroom is? It's out here. By this giant tree. Uh-oh, I'm not sure he can use it because there's people. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna have him wander upstairs, and there's some people up here, and they're gonna be like, excuse us, what are you doing up here in the private quarters? And he's like, I'm just looking for rat tails. I love rats. And he's like, sir, are you alright? I sense something wrong with you. And he's like, I don't have anything wrong with me. Where is your family? I don't know. I don't remember. And they're like, what do you mean? Do you not remember anything? And he's like, no, not really. And they're starting to realize that he's kind of like a wandering, helpless hobo. We're gonna debate existence of vampires with both of them. and he's very miserable right now. I want to see how scope surroundings. I want to see if he's attracted to her. Oh, she's gone back downstairs to... What is wrong with her outfit? Thank you. But this girl right here, she is the owner of this little tavern, and she's not particularly happy with it. But she's nothing if not hospitable, so she's gonna let him take a bath while she's down there talking with her gnome friend about what they're gonna do with him. Because she's probably not too sure... Oh, Fizzo's messing with her. What's her name again? Helen? Yes. Fizz is messing with her. Fizzo is like her worker that works down here with her. She's a little bit of a slacker, if you can't tell. But that man in all dark that was up here, that was their friend, and he told Steven, not Steven, he told this mysterious guy, like, if you don't have anywhere to go, then you can come to my house with me. Oh, and she's coming up here to check on him, and he's about to wet himself, which is fantastic. Oh, there he goes. Oh, Steven, alright, take another bath with you. She's in here like, what am I gonna do with that man in there? I'm glad the dwarves are taking him home with him, because I don't know if I can handle him. But she is in a depressed mood, Helen is, because this tavern is not really what she pictured when she wanted to start a tavern. It's a pretty crummy little tavern. And she just thought she could do better than this, but it seems as if she wasn't able to. Bath time. Bath time. I bet he's having way too much fun playing with the bubbles. Way too much fun playing with the bubbles. Now you're all clean again. And you can eat these garlic noodles she made you. Look, that's all nice. How nice is that? And while you're eating them, why don't you eat them up here? Oh, she's complaining about the pee puddle. Oh, goodness. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing, Mr. No Name. But while she's cleaning his pee puddle, why don't we try to chat with her? So she's gonna try to review him and ask him some questions, see if there's anything she can get from him. And I think he likes talking to her. I think he really enjoys it. And I'm gonna have him do funny interactions, because that seems like him. And he also joke about family heritage. Well, that's going to be difficult for you. His friendship's not doing too bad for having just met, but I still don't think she's very sure about him. Does he think she's attractive, though? I want to know. Oh, perceived as attractive. He is attracted to her, so I was correct about that. Oh, but he's still hungry again, so she's a hospitable tavern owner, so she's gonna be she was doing her best with what she has, so she's certainly gonna cook for him if he's hungry, and he's certainly gonna eat it, because he do be starving. But the dwarf that was here, that the dwarf she was talking to when he met her, he said he could take him in, since her tavern is pretty small and she doesn't have much room for anyone else but herself with her one bed. So she's gonna take him over to the dwarves once he's done. Well, excuse me. Oh, what's Fizzo doing? Fizzo's out here shoveling the snow off the walls. I was about to say, good job, Fizzo. You're not goofing off, but look, she's literally running away from her duties. Where are you going? Come on. Oh, it's 4 a.m. No wonder no one's here at the bar. He's quite tired, so it is time for him to go and move in with the dwarves. There we go. Oh, and one of the dwarves just got the fear of the dark. That's great. Alright, so here we are at the dwarves' place. And he's already out here just dancing his heart out. Oh, let's meet some of the dwarves, shall we? Oh, he's getting quite tired. Here's the dwarf that invited him to stay. His name is Thuralium Darkbranch. That's how I'm gonna pronounce it anyway. Oh, still, you're gonna slap him? Well, he seemed to like it. And mischief skill, I think, suits you, so there is that. But anyway, let's talk to the other ones. Oh wait, maybe not that one right at this particular moment. He's kind of busy. Oh, it's freezing. Inside, you're freezing to death. He's like, dude, you're freezing to death. You need to not be doing that. Here, I'm gonna light the bonfire and cook up some mac and cheese because that ain't good. Take a quick bath, warm yourself up, and then you should probably just go to bed. Meanwhile, out here, he's gonna chat with his brothers and explain to them this man he brought in. Here's one of his brothers, Glad Dog Dark Branch. And where is their other brother? Here he is. And Borin Dark Branch. He's explaining to them, we found this hobo at the bar and I don't think he could handle living on his own. So I thought he needed to stay with us for a while because he seems to have amnesia. And he's like, oh, he doesn't know his own name? And he's like, that's hilarious. Let's call him Forgotten because he's forgotten his name. And so he has a new name, and he's now known as Forgotten, and thus his origin story is complete, which makes it a good time to do some dice rolls. Because I've just forgotten that there was some dice rolls that we need to do. Imagine Forgotten forgetting things. But anyway, here is the clown head full of dice, which will come in handy with us. First we have to roll a reward trait for him to have. We will need a d20. We shall use this blue one. First rule of this challenge, 20. That is a solid one. Savant. So let me see if I can figure out how to cheat his trait. Then which one? What does Savant do anyway? Gain skill, all skills way faster. That is so good for him. That is a very good one. I severely underestimated how good that was. That is going to be severely helpful. Now, if only I can figure out how to cheat his thing in. That would be good. Increase points. Haha. Haha. Satisfaction points. I will need 4,000, please. Thank you. And we can get him the Savant. I'm definitely saying that word wrong. But he now has that. Which I kind of like that because I think it makes sense for him because I think he would... musical skills would come very naturally to him. So I think him learning skills very quickly is very good. Also, I was reading up in my D&D book, and I was like, most bards, it talked a lot about bards finding the magic in music. So I turned him into a spellcaster. Not because I want him to be a spellcaster, but because I think I want, as another challenge for myself in this, I want him to learn all of the spells that are specifically emotional spells, like Deliriate, and ones that you could imagine would come through musical sort of things, as you know. So we also are going to get to roll for a skill. So we get to cheat up 3 skills of our choice. I kind of want him to be a natural at playing the guitar, so I think guitar is going to be one of our skills that we go ahead and have, and we have a D4 right here. So for guitar, I can cheat it up to 2, the one on the bottom, if in case you don't realize what's happening. The one on the bottom is the one. So I can cheat guitar up to 2. I don't think I want to do charisma. Let's do comedy, actually. So comedy, also 2. And I want to do mischief, just because I want to do mischief. 4. Yes. I think him having a 4 in mischief makes a lot of sense, because he was a rogue in my actual D&D campaign that I played as him in. So him having a high mischief skill just makes a lot of sense to me. Set skills to level, we have comedy and... where is guitar? Guitar. Those will be set to 2. And then mischief will be level 4. Solid. I like it. Do not disco nap. Just go to sleep. How are these guys doing out here? They are actually trying to mine. So they need to get their handiness skill up so that they can do their mining, because they're dwarves and they're trying to mine. And they're trying to rebuild their dwarven kingdom that is actually crumbling around them. because it got destroyed by terrible witches, and so now they're trying to rebuild it. So actually, I should get them a handiness table so that they can do handiness. So here's a table for you, maybe, possibly. Maybe it needs to go outside. That's a possibility. Let's do it like this, actually. Just a line of crafting tables that they can all three work on at the same time. Yes. Be working on your handiness skills, guys, so you can get to mining. You need to be able to go in the mines. Oh, maybe you shouldn't be doing that. Maybe you need to be cooking, because cooking is important. Because everyone needs to eat. They don't seem to be bothered by the cold, which is good. Glad Dog seems the most interested in chatting with Forgotten. I bet he's very curious about trying to probe his supposedly empty mind. I wish you could queue up the crafts, but that doesn't seem to be an available thing. Oh, rolling the dice starts tomorrow. So everyone come grab a serving, because it's just time. It's time to grab a serving. Oh, Forgotten is awake. I'm gonna have Glad Dog in particular come chat with Forgotten, because he's interested in knowing who Forgotten is. Which I'm sure everyone is interested in knowing who Forgotten is, if only they could know. Oh, yep, just put that on the toilet. That's good. So, Forgotten, what exactly have you forgotten? And he's like, well, I don't know. Maybe rats? Have I forgotten rats? I love rats, so I couldn't have forgotten rats. He's obsessed with rats. It's a big thing for him. It's a big deal. Oh, he wants to be Glad Dog wants to be friends with Forgotten. Where is Forgotten? Forgotten, are you inside the wall? He's just out here making snow angels on his own. That's so like him. He's just inside the crystal. Come out from the crystals. Let's try to be friends, because I want Glad Dog to be friends with him. I don't know why, but Glad Dog strikes me as someone who is very insecure. And Forgotten has nothing to be insecure about, because he doesn't remember nothing. So what does he have to be insecure about? Nothing. I think he would make a good contender for one of our good friends to have in a club. They seem to get along very well. Working hard on the crafts. Oh, Forgotten said something mean because he's erratic. Don't do that. They have the same personality types. Stop playing in the garbage and be nice to your new friend. Oh, he's gonna take a nap anyway. While they're all working hard at that, I want him to come over and wander over to the tavern again. This tavern does usually tend to have a gloomy air about it, just because it is such a crappy tavern, but it's the only tavern in town, so it's the only option that people really have. But he's actually spots a little, just strum it for fun, a little guitar here, just strum it for fun. He's doing pretty good for having never picked up a guitar before. At least he doesn't remember ever picking up a guitar before. Oh, are people tipping us? Did you just tip us? People are like, hey, this is pretty nice. A little bit of music to brighten the dreary mood of this place. He's doing real well, actually. Oh, he's gotten inspired. It's really drawing people in, his music. Oh, he's already guitar level 3. Oh, but he really needs to use the bathroom now. Is any chance of him using the outdoor facilities? No. I think the toilet being outside joke needs to end, because it's not actually usable. So now we will have the toilet by the bed head joke, because that makes more sense, doesn't it? I'm actually gonna have him borrow the bed up here. I'm sure the tavern owner won't mind. It is a tavern after all. Even though she did intentionally shove him off onto the dwarves, but I'm sure she doesn't mind. Actually, it's getting late anyway. I was hoping he would get to see the tavern owner again, but she must be busy today because he can't seem to find her. His stomach's not feeling good, probably from the dwarven mac and cheese you ate earlier. It's not really for consumption of yes, it's more for dwarf consumption. Oh, he stole Glad Dog's bed. But that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you liked it. Jesus loves you. Goodbye.